was on a construction site, and construction sites have portalets. We were working 10, 12, 14 hours a day, and you use the portalet along with other 25, 30 people. I only got one, and I just happened to go to the bathroom that day, and I happened to look at my tissue, and it was covered in blood. I was scared to death. So I immediately made an appointment, and they found 6 that time.
And when was this?
This was in August of 2000. And I just changed jobs, just changed insurance. And who's gonna pay the bill? But they didn't come out right, and they was very talkative about it. And that was the first time I ever had anything to do with colonostomies or anything of that nature. And it was a good thing I did, because about 2 years later, my brother, he went in the hospital and they took 18 inches of his colon out because he refused to go have that done. And I ain't sticking my butt up in there for nobody. I said, they seen one, they seen them all. And yours ain't pretty, I tell you. So, you know, that's where I started, and I started doing 2 years and 4 years and 5. I think I'm now 5th or 6th one, and they told me I had 5 years on this one, is that right? 5 years. 4 have to go back, but last time they didn't find me just a little. Each year it's a little, each time I go it's a little lesser. Which tickles me to death, because I run from a cancer family. My grandmother had 13 kids and they all died of cancer but 1. And the first death started at 23.
How old were you when those, when
50. Yeah.
And you had never thought about having a
Oh yeah, I'd had thought about it, but I hadn't had it done yet. I'm pretty well of a nut of going to the doctor. If I got a little something wrong, I'll find out what it is, or try to. And you know, that's just the way it is. Not a whole bunch, because other than not having the colonoscopy, I'd had everything else done. And I'm still having things done, and most people, what'd you have it done for? I said, I want to know. The worst thing I had done was when they run that scope down my nose, through my nose, down into my lungs, and that would hurt. That'd make you cry. I told him he needed to get it done, because he was 2 years older than I am, or a little over 2 years older than I am. He said he never had it done. I ain't gonna have my, I ain't going there and pull my pants down and let him do that. That's awful. Well, he found out it was even worse when they had to cut the colon out. And he stayed in the hospital, I think, 4 or 5 weeks. He was scared. I said, you should have went and done it when I had it done. I tried to get you to go and you wouldn't go. I said, now you wish you had of. He said, yeah, I wish I had of. So I don't know. Some people are just hard-headed. But he had trouble with wearing the bag and temporarily, which gives you a good indication of what it's like. You think wearing the bag ain't no big deal, but it is. I had an occasion here to wear one not too long ago with a bladder issue, with a tube and all going up through your privates, and you got to wear the bag for 4 days. It's not convenient, it's not handy, and it's aggravating. Yes, it's easier to get the scope on the colonoscopy than it is to go through all the tubs and the plastic bags and the tubes and all that good stuff. Yes, it is. Followed from right. First time I had 6. I think I got like 5 and 4 and 3 when she took me a couple years ago. Or it was 3. I think this time I have 1. You know, so they're getting lesser. Of course, I'm eating better too. I'm not working anymore, so you don't get all that hamburger junk and the fast food and eating regular food, you know, makes everything work better. Immediately, between 45 and 50, go get a colonoscopy. You're foolish if you don't. It'll save you and other family members a whole lot of grief, because we don't want to see you die of cancer. No, I didn't have cancer. My brother did. He was in St. Elizabeth Hospital in Kenton County, which they do have. I do a cancer center there. I do believe they do have.
Yeah, most of the bigger towns now have it.
But see, that was 20 years ago, and well, 23 years ago, and right now cancer is, the treatment for it is so advanced from where it was when he had it done. They may not have had to done that. But he has had 4 colonoscopies since then, and they have found polyps all 4 times on him. So he's very nervous. He's there a day ahead of time to get the colonoscopy. No, I had no hesitation at all. Because I wanted them to know. And in 2017 or 18, I had a loader operator I hired. And every time he ate, it was immediately, within 5 minutes, ready to run to the bathroom. And I told him, I said, there's something wrong with your stomach, fella. I said, you don't much want to eat the sandwich when you're in the bathroom. Well, it's been that way for a couple of years. I said, well, you need to go have a colonoscopy and tell your doctor what's going on. You know, he died 2 years later of colon cancer. And unfortunately, he didn't read the papers at work to fill out to get his insurance. He had none. No burial insurance, no nothing. And I will say for the company I work for, they did bury the man. He was a good worker.
How old was he?
52. I think men of my age, yes, but I think as the generation gets, you know, younger, older, I'm talking right. I think now when men are 25 and 30, they already hear about all this from their dads or grandpas and what dad and grandpa went through. They're going to do it. I hope they get it done. If they don't, they're just fooling themselves. And I don't really know anything other than that to tell you about colonoscopy, but my loader operator did die. But he wouldn't listen. No, the only thing bad about colonoscopy is drinking that nasty liquid. Daddy, it's awful. You ever do it?
Yeah.
Oh, it almost makes you sick to drink it. But no, other than that, no. Playing there with your hiney sticking out, don't see. I asked one doctor, asked me, he said, you want to watch it on a monitor? I said, no, I don't think so. But they were pretty nice. The same guy's done 4 of mine. So he pretty well knows me, I guess. Guess I'd bend over, he'd find me in the crowd, wouldn't he? But it wasn't bad, no. And you know, that part about when you come out of recovery, you got to go in there and you got to lay in the bed, and you ain't going nowhere till you pass some gas, so don't be bashful.
Everybody does.
Everybody does it, so it's just part of it. But the people in all the 2 different hospitals I've been in, and all were so just sweet as could be. So I got no complaints about that.